everyone, Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News. We are here at Wilshire Gun Range in Oklahoma City, one of our newest sponsors for Rage in the Cage. We are doing our pre-fight interviews tonight leading into our Rage in the Cage 47 event at Fire Lake Arena. It's our Night of Champions, an epic fight card, and this guy's going to be part of all that. So excited, Donald Woodall, to have you back on a card. You're going to be fighting Raymond Bighead, I believe he's a hometown boy in Shawnee. So, I mean, does that ever make a fighter nervous knowing that you're fighting kind of the hometown boy?
I mean, it don't really bother me at all. My main focus is just to get in the cage and do what I know how to do.
Well, I was blessed to see you fight not too long ago on one of our former fight cards at Kickapoo Casino. You fought for the title against Brandon Wright, and I mean, what a fight that was. Walk us through that night and where you think you went wrong, what you think you did right, and what you've improved on since then.
Well, going into that fight, he knew I was a stand-up guy. I know he liked the ground game, so basically I worked a lot of takedown defense. But I did the stand-up game perfect to my end. It was the second round when he took me down and caught me with an arm triangle, something so simple. So what I did wrong was I just need to get my jiu-jitsu game up a lot more.
Well, and you're definitely at the right place training at American Elite. You've been there a couple of years. Tell me about your training so far there and, just really where you want to go in the future with your MMA career.
First time I actually went to American Elite was Mike Smith actually dragged me there. And it about killed me the first time. And then I was still training over at Western with Mike Giroux. And then he switched over to Elite, and so I actually moved over there too. But where I want to go with my career is as far as it'll take me. I do want to be known as one of the best.
Well, I've known your name far before you ever stepped in the cage, and I don't know how that happened, but I know we've been on Facebook friends for a while, so I'm so excited to see your career blossom. The interesting thing about MMA is sometimes how you fighters get there. I love your story. You obviously grew up a wrestler, but you ended up in a boxing gym first before ending up in an MMA gym. So tell that story, because you may not be standing here today had it not been for meeting one person that drug you in.
Yeah, like you said, I grew up wrestling. Ended up moving to Oklahoma after high school. I met TJ Jones, and he actually brought me over to Western, and because of that, I met Mike Giroux over there, and so went from boxing to Muay Thai to a jiu-jitsu MMA gym, and so one thing literally just led to another.
Well, and like we talked about before, is if it hadn't have been you meeting TJ at that particular time, your history has just changed from that one meeting. That's
very true. It's the butterfly effect is the best way to put it.
So true. So what are you looking forward to most this is going to be your third fight. You've tasted your first fight ever in the cage was a win. Second one obviously was a tough loss, a title fight. What are you looking forward to most your third time around?
I mean, what I really just look forward to is victory. That's what I think everybody does, though. But I look hope it's a good fight. I like challenges, and I always expect them to put on their best too.
That makes you a better fighter when you have a fighter that obviously gives you their best, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it makes you think more. You got to be on your toes.
Yeah, and so obviously, like you said, a victory is what you want to step out of the cage with that night, but also a great learning lesson and a good fighter on the other side of the cage. Your ultimate goal, like so many fighters, is to get on the UFC. How do you think what you've done so far is helping you get to that point, and what are you going to do to try to propel yourself a little bit forward to get there?
Well, I think I've got great coaches and great teammates, some of the best in Oklahoma. Derek Adkins, Julian Learned, the Jackson twins. They're all great fighters who have the potential to go real far too. And then TJ Tomlin, his jiu-jitsu is awesome, and Mike Giroux's Muay Thai is one of the best. So I think that and just being coachable. will help me improve my game and get where I want to go.
So true, so true. So any last words, any shout outs, thank yous, anything before we head on out?
Well, I think I pretty much gave out the shout outs that I needed to so far, but and I do appreciate every one of my coaches and teammates.
Yeah, I love it because obviously when you're so happy at the place that you're training, that last question is kind of like null and void because you've already answered it. You're happy. You're doing a good job. So, well, guys, you are going to be happy if you come to see Rage in the Cage 47, Night of Champions at Fire Lake Arena. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a card to miss. It's going to be an epic fight card. This is, one of the best fight cards that I've seen in Oklahoma. What's your opinion on that one?
I'd actually agree with it. I've got 3 other teammates fighting on it. John Hill, Ken Jackson will be on that one, and Mike Smith.
Epic night. So definitely 4 guys from American Elite. So it's going to be a Night of Champions. So we will see you guys there August 13th at Fire Lake Arena. Hey, remember, you can get tickets at firelakearena.com or any of these fighters. And, you have no excuse. So don't miss it.